Hey everybody, Tracy Brown here. I hope you're doing really well. I just was live, but it cut off, so we're going to start over again. But that's the way how live things work sometimes, right? I want to talk this week about doing hard things and kind of drawing some lines in the sand around what, as we kind of grow in our recovery process, we do know that there are some thoughts we have, we know that there's some behaviors we have that don't send us down a good path. We know that we know the outcome, and we may even don't want to do those things. However, what I want to encourage you all today is start to get a lot more clear about where your lines in the sand are, and where I know sometimes we're like, well, Tracy, I'm always uncomfortable. Like, why would I want to see any benefit or joy, or why would I even welcome uncomfortable? It's because when we're in this uncomfortable zone, we probably are making huge strides in our recovery. We probably are going to be making huge strides in our ability to discern accurate signals of hunger and fullness. We probably are going to learn a new skill, or we probably are going to get more connected and get closer to where we actually really want to be. Because a lot of our beliefs about our food, our body, how we handle emotions, a lot of it is going to we might be uncomfortable, but our default might be to allow shutdown. We might even know that we're kind of headed towards shutdown. We might even know that we are kind of violating our own boundaries around getting our needs met for food. Let me give you an example. So you might know that your days are really busy, and you also might know that you don't have a good a day if you don't plan ahead with your food. And now this doesn't mean like planning like, old time diet meal planning used to be, but it means like literally I have it planned out where there's space in my day to eat, and I also have that food available. So when you know those two things, when you have the food available for the spaces that you can eat and how to get as satisfied as you can, you know that your day's probably going to end up better. But what happens when our capacity starts to shrink, possibly, let's say that not only do we have a busy day, but we also have a presentation or something else outside of work is happening, you could feel the walls start coming in, and you might hear that old diet voice say, oh, it doesn't really matter, we'll get that later, and I'll get groceries later. And later might not happen for a week or 3 days, or something is going to come up. That's just life. And sometimes we need to make this line in the sand. So, for me, something that was really helpful, and I won't speak for client sessions too much, but I know something for me that was really helpful was like there's this line in the sand I had of like, I'm not going to skip meals. No matter how busy things are, what's going on, I've got to make it happen. For another person might say, my line in the sand is that I always have food available, just no matter what. If that means that it's really inconvenient and I'm tired and I don't want to go to the store after work, babysitting, whatever it is you're doing after a long day, it's like, and I know it's hard. And sometimes we just definitely make do with the best we can. But when we're still in this messy middle of trying to have like nourishing and taking care of ourselves be second nature, you're going to do some uncomfortable things. So maybe your uncomfortable thing is, I really, really don't want to get out of my house and do the thing, but I know that every time I do it, I grow. I know that every time I do it, good comes from it. But it's being willing to do that hard thing. It's being willing to be uncomfortable. That's going to help you be more comfortable in the long run. And that's what this message and this encouragement is about, is if you don't think that, what's the right word? This message, the messages this week are going to be about, remember, every day this week it's going to be about like looking for the gift in our discomforts. It's going to be looking for the gift in our discomforts. And sometimes we're in the middle of something. We like, oh, when is this ever going to be better? Why can't I get past this? And it's like, can we do the next right thing? And so for some of us, that might be, hi, Michelle. For some of us, that might be like, I don't want to get the groceries. I don't want to sit down to this meal. I don't want to eat out with people. I don't want to get out of the house. And that's maybe the thing that you need to do. So this week is all about, can you locate in your system, in your life, what the hard thing is that you need to do? And then, now that doesn't mean that when we're doing hard things that we're all alone. I want you all to start to think about, you have support here. That it's really important for you to have some people in your life, at least one, that it's like they know and they get it, and there's no judgment. That's 2. So 3 is that it's really important. I want to encourage you all not judging. That when you're in the discomfort, you might want to run, you might want to fight it, you might want to shut down. So you might be scared, you might get mad, you might feel sad when you're eating a new food or you're eating out with people, or it feels like everybody's judging you, and you might have all the feels about that. That doesn't mean that it's the past. It's actually right now. And that might be happening, it might not be. But what's life affirming for you? Is it to like eat the food and really focus on the positive of what this is giving you, even though it's difficult? Is it, I know that I'm full and I have full permission to eat this and I can keep going if I want to, but let me give myself a few minutes. And that's maybe really uncomfortable. It might bring up, oh, this feels like dieting again. But I want you to think, well, it's 2019, the time of this video. Maybe it's 2019, you're eating that meal, you notice you're full, and you just want to sit a second. Sitting doesn't mean that you don't go ahead and eat, but it maybe means that you just stand up and breathe, maybe sway a little bit, maybe wash your hands, maybe push against a wall and say, I am full, and I'm also feeling XYZ. If you can just locate that and give your body, give your heart, your soul, your emotions, just a little space. If you had to go ahead and eat, great. You didn't do the autopilot thing. If you decide to, let's move on and let's be with this feeling and what do I really need, you still won. So either way, you're growing, and that discomfort is what builds this muscle for capacity around riding the waves when it comes to how the food is linked up with your emotion, your sensation, and how you're trying to navigate life. So again, look forward to more messages, pictures. We'll do another video on Wednesday and Friday about this as well. And in between, some encouragements for you as we go by. So that's my message for today, is that be willing to see the gift in the hard things and start to look for 3 ways that you can stay more with the uncomfortable, which is just understand that that's your autopilot to want to fight or run or shrink when things feel kind of tighten it up on you or the emotions feel too big. So that's understandable. You're going to want to reach for that or go towards that or sink into that just because it's been happening for so long. Number 2 is recognize there may be some good in here for you. And number 3 is, but don't feel like you've got to go this alone either. If you're doing hard things, don't try to do the whole rugged individualist and basically suck it up. It's no, I'm going to feel this. I'm going to reach for what's good for me, what's life affirming, and what or whom around me is safe and good enough. All right, so we'll be talking more about this week as well. If you have any circumstances where you're feeling like, oh, I want to do the uncomfortable thing, but I've been doing this other thing for so long around food, my thoughts, body, anything food and body movement related, shoot me a message, put it down here below if you need some help, and we will work through it this week. Remember, Fridays are Q&A Fridays, so we will be unpacking some things if you want to live. If there's anything else that comes up around this topic that you're like, oh, I would love to hear successes. It's really, really important that people share successes about I did this really hard thing. So I'll give you a quick example for me, and then I'll sign off. Let's see here. So Michelle, actually, if you don't mind me reading this, Michelle, you said, I just grab and go for food. I never have time to sit and eat a full meal unless I'm out with friends. Okay. My encouragement for you maybe is one time this week then. Just as a suggestion, it's not just experiment with, I'm going to slow down. It doesn't matter what meal it is, breakfast, lunch, dinner, I'm going to slow down and really assess what I need, how this is working, what level of fullness I need to get to do the next thing in my life versus the program kind of way maybe you're used to doing it, or not at all. What we tend to do is either everything's really regimented or it's chaos, So even running and under eating is chaos. All right, well, thank you all so much. And I'm so grateful you're all here, you're watching. Hope everybody's safe. If you're in the hurricane cone zone, that's why I'm inside, because it's really icky outside. So it's been on and off raining, and we're fine here, no problems. But anyway, I'll talk to y'all real soon. And one last thing, I posted a podcast I did a year ago. So part 1 and part 2, they're going to be airing. I'm re-airing those this morning earlier, and then tomorrow as well. So make sure you get a hold of those. Take some time. That might help you slow you down today as well. So take some time with those. And if they were helpful, let me know as well. So thank you all so much, and take care. Bye.